The other thing is that I've established a developmental course, a task force to look at developmental education. How we deliver it, how many credits it is. Should it be, you know, 1 day a week? Should it be an intensive program that once they're done with it and they're done, and then they can go on into collegiate level courses? And that's what we're trying to figure out. The other piece we're going to work on is doing an item analysis of the competence test to see how students, where they're falling short. And if we just work on those skill areas, then that makes better sense. So this is just something we're talking about now. I'm trying to figure this out and trying to help us as far as not making students sit through all of the parts of it, but having us focus on specific weaknesses that they have. And the other thing we're looking at too is open entry, open exit. So that if you have three levels of developmental courses, you can go ahead and proceed from one, you can finish it to the next one. And the incentive we're trying to give students is that you'll pay for 3 credits. And then our foundation will help us with the rest. Try to get them to see if they can get through those courses. And again, we're pressed now for time because they want us to have completers and not go beyond a specific time. And then now they're trying to ask 4-year students to have their degree in 3 years. So, all of these things are just pushing us and pushing us, and it's all about the time rather than making sure the person understands the information. And then at the last school, we had a great conversation with critical thinking and how that all plays a part in all of this as well. So I would say that we will still be serving developmental students for a while, and I don't know what that time frame is, but we certainly can look at ways of trying to achieve higher results and better understand that whole area and look at other models and modes of instruction. So that's
in these days of decreased funding, what ideas would you bring to St. Louis Community College that would continue our excellent programs and support for our What ideas would you bring to St. Louis Community College that would continue our excellent programs and support our faculty and staff?
We have cost-saving measures are very important. We got our whole college involved in trying to come up with cost-saving measures to figure out how we can save money. As I talked to some people, we're measured by the Southern Regional Education Board averages based on your size of school, and that's based on your enrollment, your head count, your FTEs. This is how much your budget should be. Well, our budget's never been what it should be, and over the years we have 63% of what our budget should have been. So we've been doing cost-saving measures for years, and we've been adding faculty. When I first got here, we had 50. Now we have almost 150 faculty, and we've added new programs, full-time faculty, and we're trying to keep our ratio of full-time and part-time 60-40, and that's what SACS is recommended for us. I think it's maybe 55-45, but we really are trying to stay within that. So we're trying to make sure that if you're a day student, evening student, or weekend college student, that we have full-time faculty there to teach you, and that you have the same experience no matter what time you go to school. So we've worked to do some of those kinds of things. We close buildings in the summer and try to put classes, concentrate classes in certain buildings to save on electricity. I turn off lights immediately when I leave a room. I don't turn them on when I came in my office the other day and I said, why is this light on? Is somebody meeting in this room? And it was off before I got my last word out. I figured, okay, if they're meeting, they can turn the lights back on when they get there. But all of those things add up, and we've seen it add up. And we saved the first year $10,000 by closing one building. So we're doing more and more of that. Everybody sees the difference. We are standardizing our copy across all the academic programs and the non-academic programs. We're doing optical imaging to save on paper and not having paper. We're trying to move to paperless. We've cut back on the paper we've been purchasing quite substantially as well. So we're trying to make sure everyone, all of my financial aid, enrollment services records are all on optical imaging, which makes it real time. So that if you're working with a student who's transferring in, and I'm in another building advising that same student, I could see that somebody's working, they're working on the transcript right now. And so far, this is the course that they've added, and then transferred you in, giving you credit for this, so you won't have to take this class. So all of that, we've probably got that in place as well. We're doing HR records on optical imaging, and we're trying to optical image everything we can possibly do. And then that way, you just pull it up on the computer and read it. We do not do paper agendas anymore for meetings. They're on the screen. So that helps to save some money. So all of us have made an effort to try to do things along the way to save money. And we've saved, when I negotiated the contract with our Vice Chancellor for Administration and Finance, and I understand we have an excellent financial system, which is great because they know how to save a lot of money as well. We negotiated our contracts with double-digit returns on any vending or any like cafeteria services or their outside vendor, and we have we're an exclusive Coca-Cola board advice. So I think you have to pay a little extra for that. And at the time when we negotiated the contract, we didn't have athletics, so it's like, well, they're not going to generate that much money. But I told them we would be doing athletics. So we were going to be selling all of these co-products, with these crowds of people coming to our new arena that seats 3,000. And that came true. I mean, we started our basketball program. We had baseball, but they were outside. People, not that many people follow that, but when the basketball season started, the arena is full. And so you're getting, quite a bit back from that. We've been able to save that money over the years, which will help us. Because as I told the other group, the ARRA money, the stimulus money, is gone for the next fiscal year. And next year will be the worst year that we will have because we will realize that we don't have that money, plus we can reduce it even more because of, the dwindling money to the state. So that is going to be a challenge for you. It's going to be a challenge for all of us. But if you have been able to, secure some funding, it will probably not be as noticeable to some. You will have to, many of us across the country have had furlough days, we've had to reduce staff, we've had to look at those completed programs and decide whether we need to keep those or not. So all of us are doing some of the same things, but trying to keep as many people as we can. And fortunately for us, we still have our full complement of employees, and we have all of our proactive programs in place. And we have a cushion that will help us through this hard time.
Dr. Dorsey, what has been your most significant challenge as Chancellor at Baton Rouge Community College, and what do you see as significant challenges and opportunities facing St. Louis Community College?
And I would tell you there are always opportunities. I tell my staff it's so easy to be negative. It's far more productive to be positive and smile and enjoy what we're doing. I was the 6th chancellor in 3 years at Baton Rouge Community College. So my job was to restore faith, or regain faith, and that this was a viable entity and that community colleges are good because there was no community college system. So it was renewing people's faith that this was a good financial endeavor and it wasn't pulling away from LSU or Southern universities. It was a viable institution. And so when the school kept growing, and in 1 year we had a 62% increase in enrollment. When it kept growing and growing, they kept thinking, oh, well, maybe this is catching on. Maybe this is a good idea. And to remind them, okay, this has been around for more than 100 years and it's been pretty successful in other cities. So we kind of think that this would work here as well. So I think that was the biggest challenge, and I went anywhere and everywhere they wanted me to speak about the college and tell them about all the good things that we were doing, all the plans that we had, because at that time we didn't have our accreditation yet. So we went through Canada, we completed candidacy in 2002. That was my first year there, and then we did accreditation. We received that in 2004 and reaffirmation in 2008. That's what I was talking about, accreditation. My karma is not good with that. I think yours was not until 2018. That's what I read. But all of those things, play a part in, the institution and the growth of the institution, and and credibility. And I think it's always amazing, like when we do like Saturday registration, and always come. And this last time we had our attorney, the state's attorney there with his son, enrolling, and feeling good about coming here, saving some money, and then moving on to LSU or Southern University. We have quite a few of that. Former Governor Romo, who's considering running for president, he and I were on the board together, and so he's on hiatus to figure out whether he can run for the presidency of the United States. But his son is with East Dakota. So, and now his son worked with him in his run. And he left us and transferred to Yale University. So all of those kinds of stories that you have to get out about what you're doing and how well you're doing, and the rigor of your programs, excellent faculty that you have, and that helps people to buy into your institution. And I think some of those things can continue. You already have a great institution. You have great faculty and you have great staff. So it's just a matter of enhancing and embellishing and adding to what you already have in place. And I think that some of those things will translate, some of them may not. And again, it's trying out different things or talking through different ideas and developing those ideas and making them apart, whether if they fit, that's great. If they don't fit, then we go on to something else and do some other things. So it's just a matter of keeping ahead. And the other thing that I tell my executive team, which they are primarily baby boomers, and I'm not part of the group. I tell them, I said, we always are so quick to say, we know what's best for them. And if you do any research with this millennial generation, we don't know. They're so very different, and their learning is different. They're all social media. There's no eye contact. There's only fingers and going, and that's something you have to consider. So when we in our ATD program, we learned that focus groups for students it's just an exceptional thing to do, and you'll probably learn that as well because you'll have to do those focus groups. And our program just ended last year, but we're still using the data we collected from those student focus groups to help guide us. They gave us so much good information about what we should be doing, how we can deliver services, what services they're looking for, and all of that. So we have to make sure we always include them. And on my cabinet, I have the president of the SGA and the president of the faculty senate. They serve on that cabinet, as well as the academic council and then other administrators. And we meet every month, and we talk about different things and different topics. And if we went to a conference, we ask people to present at that meeting because we can't send 20 people. But the 50 or 60 people who are around that table can learn from the experiences that you learn at that conference, and we all benefit from that. So those are kinds of cost-saving measures as well that will work. And doing some of those things and including people is important to keep the ideas flowing and to keep the energy